Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Fate Grand Order Servant Interludes. Today I'm gonna do Benny Enma's, cause she's out on like special release conditions, and I'm like, well, may as well get the Saint Chords from it while she's up, because I don't have her, so may as well strike while the iron is hot, so to speak. For those who watch me, you're probably wondering why I don't have 90 Saint Quartz anymore. Don't worry about it. You know, we don't gotta talk about it. In other news, I have Roland, Red Hair, and Columbus. But other than that, don't worry about it. It's nothing crazy happened, or you know how it be. It's just not like the yeah, definitely nothing happened here. Don't worry about it. We don't gotta talk about it. But yeah, you're gonna do Benny Enma's interlude, and then probably actually afterward do Parvati's trial quest. Assuming, because yeah, it has an actual title and not just Parvati trial quest, so I assume there's a bit of story, a little bit, to her trial quest. So yeah, I think that's the plan. But yeah, no, I guess I'm gonna quit stalling, and we can go ahead and jump into it. Secret to the Enma Ledger. Let's see what Miss Benny Enma has going on in her servant life, I guess. A typical breakfast. I don't even know what voice to give her. I think I've used her as a support before, but I really don't remember what her voice was like.
Good morning. I'm glad to see you up and about this early, Master. I know you spend a lot of time at Chaldean on standby. That's exactly why it's important for you to maintain good routines, Chirp. That means no staying up late,
No midnight snacks, and no snoozing your alarm.
nighttime is for getting plenty of rest so you can wake up refreshed and raring to go the next day. It's unfortunate that some heroic spirits still have yet to learn these lessons.
Well, technically, heroic spirits don't really need to. Okay, it's fine.
But I'm very glad to see that
You understand their importance, Master. Yeah. Yeah.
you're the sort of person
I'd want from my co-proprietor.
It's no wonder you managed to restore all of humanity.
No, it's not that big a deal. We kind of built different, it's...
Don't be silly, of course it is. You should be proud. You accomplished something monumental, Chirp. That said, don't push yourself too hard, okay? Taking on too many responsibilities or trying to live up to too many people's hopes can leave you in a state of constant stress. I'm very happy that you've accomplished so much,
But I'm even happier that you're keeping yourself healthy.
Anyway, this won't do it all. We can't spend all day conversing, no matter how pleasant it might be.
Oh, why not?
Come on, Master, it's time for breakfast. We have some lovely fish this morning, thanks to Lady Shion. We also have hot, freshly cooked rice for carbohydrates, and for the main dish, simmered sardines and pickled plums, with a side of chrysanthemum greens.
Or chrysanthemum. I don't know why I omitted the M there. Chrysanthemum.
Cooking at the Wandering Sea has been wonderful. We're spoiled for choice when it comes to seafood. Though I am a little uneasy that I still don't know exactly how Lady Shion is acquiring these fish. Maybe the captain's going out and getting out. Anyway, as nice as fish can be, it would certainly get boring if we had it every day, so I'll make sure to bring back some mountain veggies and wild game the next time we go back to the Enma. Now go on, eat up. You're still a growing girl after all.
How can I tell her I don't really like plum simmered sardines? I've never had them, but, I see you're not tucking in with your usual enthusiasm. Taking notes. Oh, hi, Fo. Look you, Fo. A special translation. What are you staring at?
Oh, so you're under Master's bed, Lord Foe.
Please don't mind me. It's just an old bad habit of mine.
Would you like something to eat too? Lady Shion told me you love bacon.
You may look like the auspicious killing of ancient China, but you're nothing like them, are you? Probably not.
Don't worry, that doesn't bother me.
The sparrows got me used to dealing with strange and unusual animals.
I don't know exactly where you come from, but I appreciate that you're doing such a good job of keeping Lady Ritsuka safe.
Yeah, Foe's the goat, our guardian beast. Today's breakfast. 8:12 a.m. You, Foe. I wonder what's keeping the sparrow lady. You know, she deserves a day off now and then.
Indeed she does. Meal prep is something that only gets more difficult with every passing day. Mothers need to take much deserved breaks once in a while, lest their souls end up falling to the dark side. And Madame Benny absolutely deserves the occasional break, given what a hard worker she is. I would encourage you to remind her of that yourself sometimes, Master. However, something tells me this absence is not due to her taking a break.
Why are you in our room? Okay.
Indeed, I have a bad feeling about this as well. I'm worried we may end up missing breakfast, the most important meal of the day. Fofo?
Did I miss something? What are you guys doing here?
Why, we're here to protect you, of course, Master. From poisonous food, specifically.
Fo?
Seems you still don't know about the disturbance that took place here last night, Master. Fill her in, would you, Diamond? Damud? Leave it to me, my lord. It will be both brief and concise. You see, Master, there was a disturbing incident in the cafeteria last night. As I'm sure you know, meals at Chaldia have not been what most would consider normal for some time now. Thanks to the Chaldia staff's hard work, and some creativity on behalf of the chef Heroic Spirits. The food here now provides Heroic Spirits with the magical energy we need to remain materialized.
Oh, that's quite impressive technology, or would it be technology? I guess magic.
Providing such food was always a goal, but it was only through Madame Benny that it became a reality. It is the Enma in the Land of Fairies, or the Sage Realm as I believe it's called in other countries. It has been providing us with ingredients that can nurture spirit bodies, as well as physical ones. As a result, there have been more servants flocking to the cafeteria now than ever before. It was there that this incident took place. A number of servants came down with
Diarrhea all at once. Like magic diarrhea? Because obviously Saber and FSN aside, because she was a special circumstance, I don't think, but you know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. Probably like magic diarrhea or something.
Last I heard, all of the heroic spirits who'd eaten there last night are still moaning in bed, their bodies unable to break down the poison. That is why we are here now, Master, to keep you safe from this nefarious poisoner.
Ah,
there you have it, Master. But please, no need to concern yourself with us. To be honest, we were looking forward to the Madam's breakfast just as much as you. Indeed, it was thanks to her cooking that we enjoyed our days working at the Enma as much as we did. All that aside, it's unsettling that Madame Benny Enma is apparently nowhere to be found. I'm afraid my suspicions would seem to be correct.
Sounds like you better go check in on her. Probably, also diarrhea-ing up a storm. Oh? Hi, Sparrow. I guess you were listening in on us? I might be doing this a little... I mean, okay. Before I... Because I looked in on Interludes every now and then. Hers was locked off until I finished LB3. I'm guessing she got introduced in like an event around LB3-ish. But I don't know, feels odd. Or maybe it was locked off until you found out about like the Zenrens or fairies. Maybe that's why it was locked off until you finishing LB3. I don't know. But I feel like I'm kind of missing some context here. I feel like I'm missing a little bit of context, just a tad, but.
Wait, Chirp. You can't go to the madam's room now, Chirp.
I wish I could cover it up, but we sparrows are no good at fibbing, so I'm just gonna tell you that the food poisoning last night's the madam's fault, Chirp. I'd rather you not see her now, Itsuka. It would only make her feel even worse, Chirp.
Fo?
Is that true, Lord Sparrow? I can't believe a chef of Madame Benny's skill would make such an egregious error in cooking.
No, Chirp. Of course she didn't cook the dish that made all those people sick, Chirp. But she's still responsible for it, Chirp. She's the one who mismanaged the ingredients, Chirp.
What do you mean, Chirp? I see. So she made an administrative mistake. True, knowing the madam, I can see how she would feel personally responsible. Well, you, I, and indeed most people may not hold her responsible. I doubt the same is true for her, given her own high standards for herself. Tell me, young Sparrow, would the madam happen to be at Rashomon now by any chance?
Chirp? How did you know, Finma? Is that salmon still swimming around in your head, Chirp?
Hardly. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing some context. Salmon swimming in... Okay. I just figured that if any servant were to do something like that, it would be her. It's not unlike stacking blocks on top of one another. Or words, in this case. Once they're arranged properly, it's easy for anyone to see what they mean. Itsuka's Lady Benny Enma's master. You must know a fair amount of her story. No! Yeah, I mean, yeah! Yeah, yep, oh, yep, yeah, no, I know a lot. For sure. Yeah, I feel like I should probably be skipping this interlude now that I'm thinking about it. But I'm already committed, so I'm sure it's fine, probably. She's one of the most well-known heroic spirits in Japanese folklore. The tongue-cut sparrow, was it? Her history is quite long and storied, so let's take the events of her life one at a time. She was sold to a brothel at a young age, where she was forced to endure horrific treatment at her employer's hands. They crushed her throat, cut off her tongue. So on the brink of death, she summoned up the last of her strength to escape. In my reading of the tale, I don't see this escape as risking her life. Rather, I think she simply wanted to choose where she would die for herself. After all, she must have known her little broken-down body would never last through the night. And as fate would have it, when she ran into the mountains, she ended up wandering into Mayoya, a haunted house that tested anyone who entered it, and killed them if they failed. There she met her end. She died all by herself, without a single comforting word. It must have been a sad and lonesome end to her life. But as I believe they say in your country, one person's trash is another person's treasure. A Jizo, a kind of deity in Japan that looks after children, took pity on her and reincarnated her. Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, how did she become a heroic spirit then, if that's how she met her end? Okay. Interesting. Into a lesser hell as a sparrow oni. It is here I feel I should remind you that time does not exist in hell the way it does in our world. Although the little girl we now know as Benny Enma died during Japan's Edo period, she was reincarnated in hell before the Edo period had even begun. I expect that was done to cleanse her of her human karma
to truly wipe her slate clean, so to speak. In time, this red sparrow Oni forgot about her life as a human and went on to become a hard worker in hell. She did everything from helping to guide souls across the Sanzu River to looking after the tormentor demons and children's limbo. Word of the hard-working sparrow traveled all across hell until eventually, great King Enma adopted her as his child. From there, he lovingly trained her in the art of Batojutsu, where she learned to cut off the tongues of anyone caught lying. Oh, seems handy. And raised her into a judge overseeing hell itself. He was so proud of her accomplishments that he gave her his personal Enma ledger and sage cloak. And so Benny Enma, the tongue-cut sparrow who caused even great Oni to quake in fear, was born. However, although great King Enma was very happy with his skills, he must not have cared for the idea of his darling daughter being a dreaded arbiter of hell, because he soon ordered her to oversee the Mayoiga back on the surface. Did he know about that she died there? In time, the Mayoiga that left to her care became the Sparrow's Inn, described in Japanese folklore, which she ran under the name Enma. Wasn't there a manga/anime kind of based on this, but in modern times? What was it called? Oh god. It's about how to say, I'm thinking of a bunch of other, like, words related to said thing, but I can't think of the actual thing itself. Exorcist. The guy's an exorcist who exorcises, like, demons and ghosts with his fists. And he comes to, like, this inn to exorcise a ghost, but finds, like, inhabited by a bunch of different creatures and ends up living there with them. Because they weren't hurting anybody. I can't remember the name of the anime. But he ends up befriending the ghost he originally went there to banish. God, I can't remember the name of it. Yeah. Well, suffice to say, what I'm getting at is, I feel like that was probably based on this story. Like an inn being ran by an Oni, because I'm pretty sure the proprietor of the inn in the anime was an Oni. So I think that anime is based on this story, which makes sense. There are a lot of anime based on, like, old Japanese folklore, so I shouldn't be surprised. Well, not even just Japanese, but, like, folklore in general, like Dragon Ball's based on Journey to the West, etc., etc., which is Chinese. So, mostly Asian folklore, though. I'm trying to think, is there... I mean, I guess there's that one, what was it called? It was the one anime where Buddha and Jesus are roommates in, like, modern Japan. Or was it Tokyo or New York? I think it was Tokyo. I don't know, I never watched it, I'm just aware of it. That's not really folklore, more parody, kind of. But yeah, anyway. I don't know, I kind of went off on a random tangent there. This person described in Japanese folklore, which she ran under the name Enma. However, at some point, for some reason or other, she went down to visit a nearby human village, and ended up captured and tortured by a human. Why? Rude?
The details are the same as what's depicted in the tale of the tongue-cut sparrow. Just because she's an Oni? Is that why? At any rate, that is the story I learned at the Enma tale of how Lady Benny Enma came to be who she is. Does that sound right to you, little sparrow? How do you know so much about her, Chirp? Have you been stalking her, Chirp? It's because I support the Enma tale wholeheartedly. There aren't many safe otherworldly places humans can stumble into after all. Now then, Witziga Dalmid, is there anything that stood out to you in my recounting of Madame Benny's story? Don't be shy, anything at all will do. I'm curious what an Enma ledger is and a little on her history.
You've never heard of Great King Enma's Enma ledger before, Chirp? It's a notebook that describes everything a dead soul did during their lifetime, Chirp.
Yeah. I don't know why I was debating on whether or not to bring this up, but I've already gone on so many tangents, I might as well at this point. Yeah. I feel like, actually, I know for a fact I can like literally picture that little line in my head from Dragon Ball Z. King Yema. In the English version, he's called King Yema, but it's I don't know why did they change his name to Yema in the English version? Because I'm pretty sure in JP it's Enma, which it should be literally the guy directing the afterlife and whatnot. I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check. Yeah. I just had to make sure. But yeah, I don't know why they changed his name to Yema in the English version. I mean, it's
Notebook that described
but anyway, there's one line when Goku first meets him where like he talks about his ledger a little bit, not really in detail, but like when they talk about Raditz, he says something along the lines of it flashes back to Raditz getting there to the check-in station. And in that flashback, he says, "Oh, in my ledger here, you've destroyed 10 dozens of planets." Yeah. Again, really random tangent. But I thought that was just a bookkeeping joke more than anything, rather than an actual nod to how Enma works in actual Japanese folklore. Like damn, even the King of Hell, or guy who directs souls to where they gotta go, has to keep a book and everything. No, it's actually part of folklore.
That's why they can't lie to him, because the ledger always contains the truth, Chirp. That ledger reveals all the sins one committed while they were alive. It's the final weapon of hell, Chirp.
Ah, she was not originally born only kind. She was the human who was transformed into one. And so the Enma ledger is a treasure containing untold amounts of top secret information. By stacking these words together, we are soon reminded of a certain heroic spirit. Ibaraki Doji, leader of Oni and thieves, and above all, an Oni who remains decidedly unrepentant. The way I see it, it was only a matter of time before she made some sort of move on the good madam. If I may, Finn McCool, there's actually one more thing from Madame Benny's backstory that stood out to me. You said that her tongue was cut out back when she was human. Has it been restored now that she's a heroic spirit? I'm afraid not, Diarmid, and it never will be. You see, her tongue being cut is an inextricable factor in her being a heroic spirit. That's why it can never be restored, no matter what sort of healing spells one might try. For if it were, that would mean by definition that she was no longer the tongue-cut sparrow. Yeah, I guess, but still still sad. And then in that case, how does she season her cooking? That's a good point, actually. Needless to say, it's impossible to taste without a tongue, so she's still missing hers. That's a damn good point. Good question. Madame Benny is indeed missing her sense of taste, which is of course a huge disadvantage for a chef. So I cannot help but deeply respect the fact that she has become such an expert in the kitchen that she now has her own cooking classes. At any rate, I think that covers everything I needed to tell you before we begin. Standing by and letting Madame Benny fight this difficult battle alone would go against every principle I hold dear. Come, Master, what do you say we go poke our noses into her business? You know, probably, you know what could it hurt? Why not? Sorry, little sparrow. Gotta do what we gotta do. Hang on, Lady Benny. Madam Benny. We're coming to save you. I think, kind of, sort of, or cheer you up. Something like that. When we entered Ibaraki Doji's room. Yes? Oh. We found it had turned into the singularity from that time. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's normal. That happens. Perfectly normal. A reality marble. Ibaraki Doji's mindscape is manifesting as an alternate world. Then, is this the power of Madame Benny's precious Enma ledger at work? Of course. It may not be as powerful as the Holy Grail, but as a magical tool once possessed by the great King of Hell himself, who gave it to his daughter, it's still nothing to be trifled with. Still, an Oni of some renown would be well within her means to use it for something like this. Isn't that right, Lord Tawara? What are you doing here? Indeed. This bounded field was Oni created. It must be a Moyoiga connecting reality and the afterworld. It may not bear a grudge, but still permeated with a gut of gloom. And the smell, is that alcohol? No, wait, I think it's Azuki? Ah, that damn Ibaraki Doji. Is she trying to go back to her old Oni ways? I hope not.
Chirp? Who's this guy, Chirp? Since he's carrying a bag of rice, I'm guessing he's from the rice shop, Chirp. Though from the way he's bearing his chest, he might just be some kind of pervert, Chirp. If you're just here to make a delivery, would you mind using the back entrance by the kitchen, Chirp? What? Sparrow, don't you know who this is? Right you are. Making deliveries is hard work. Sometimes it's just easier to do it with your shirt off. Lord McCool, they asked if I could help. And since I had nothing better to do, I readily agreed. Oh, you can just call me Rice Guy, by the way. That's all the name I need here. Oh, and one more thing. Make sure you don't tell the madam about me, alright? Why? That goes for you too, Itsuka. Whatever you do, do not reveal my true name here. Okay. If you insist, but can I ask why? Let's not get into that now. It's not really a topic for polite company, you see. And more importantly, there's enemies, yeah. Like I said, we were due for an ambush. It looks like they're wasting no time. Rolling out the welcome wagon for us. I see a saber, a lance, or an archer. That's quite the opponent assortment. It perfectly matches our assortment. We got Saber Darmud, Finn McCool, and you. That's Saber, Lance, Archer. I take it you saw that sort of thing coming when you asked for my help.
Alright then, I'll go ahead and take care of the Saberoni. They should make for a good warm-up for my bow before we teach the big kahuna a lesson. I'll handle the Lanceroni. Finn McCool, would you deal with the Oni bringing up the rear? Of course. Alright, Master, let's see how well you can command all three of us. Oh, we'll command you real good. Okay, I should have seen that coming. That we're kind of forced into using them. Alright, well, let's go. No point waiting around. Alright. Bring it on, Onis. Onisans. Oh boy. Hang on, I got to pause the recording right quick. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, where were we? Right. Diarmid, let's have you take the Lancer. Let's see. Increase the fan, yep. Of course, increase the star gather rate. You guys will pop these now. Let's just pop all of these immediately, just so, you know. Prevent anything bad from happening to us. Hopefully. Convenient how all three of them have, evade, but you know, I'm not gonna complain. Alright, they should probably kill the, That's real unfortunate. Alright, yeah, this should kill him, probably. Yeah. Alright, this should do. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen Saber Diarmid's Noble Phantasm. I've seen his Lancers. Oh, he has a very. I mean, sorry. He's very plain. I kind of expected more. Diarmid. You bore me. Well, not everyone can be a winner. Oh, I should have done Diarmid's arts, because he had a good chance of critting with it. Ah, well. Alright, well, I didn't need Diarmid anymore anyway. Ow. Okay, you need to die really quickly. I wish I had 3 Totas. It might be a waste, but because if I do end up killing him, it won't do anything, but I think I want to play it safe and don't want to get hit by that, Noble Phantasm extra attack, whatever he does, power attack. Alright, I think that was probably a good call. Okay. I forget, are you? Yes, all enemies. And you're a support, right? No, he's attack. 12, okay, well, never mind then, okay. Let's do Hachim Prayer, Mac and Luin. Wait, no, why did I do him as the final attack? I should have done Finn. God damn it. Oh, well. What's done is done. I don't know why I thought Finn was a support for a second. Yeah, that's probably a reason. I don't know what the reason was, but it's probably a reason. Maybe. Alright, some crits would be cool. Guess not. Well, okay. It was a hit everyone attack, so it was fairly weak. All right, he should die. If not, I'll be very surprised. Yeah, no, he's dead. Very dead. Oh boy, that was actually kind of close. I was puckering a bit. Just a wee bit. Oh damn, no after, okay. I guess it'll be kinda short. Like the first note was pretty long because it was all dialogue, but it seems like I know there's gotta be at least a good bit of dialogue here in this last one because we have to find her and convince her it wasn't her fault. I was not expecting him to be that tough. Since when could Ibaraki Doji control enemies this strong? That's a good question.
It's the affinity between an Oni and Hellchirp. They make for an almost unbeatable combination, Chirp.
Talk about having an home ground advantage. This must mean the treasury Ibaraki Doji stole from the madam really is. Indeed. The only thing that would let her command Oni as powerful as Madame Benny's Enma ledger. This is much worse than I'd anticipated. No wonder this is beyond Lady Benny Enma's capacity. I'm not sure the four of us together are up to the task. Come on. We need to make sure the madam is safe. I just hope we're not too late. But why would our servants be trying to kill each other? Okay.
It's this heat, these flames. How do you like my new unstoppable power? I didn't use to put much stock in those old tales about trials and judgments in hell, but this one turned out to be way better than I expected. You're even more of a fool than I thought, Ibaraki. I see. I have no choice but to sever both of your arms. Enjaku no Burihina, followed by a Roshikaze. Try the Sparrow Whirlwind on for size. I hate to see you two fighting, but you know, obviously she's in the wrong here, so do what you gotta do, Benny. Show her what for. Too easy. So much for your vaunted Sparrow swordplay. I usually couldn't keep up with sword strokes that fast, but it looks like my body just moves on its own now. In fact...
Ibaraki, why?
I can't stop it from moving. What's going on?
I'm starting to scare me. Is this because I misused Enma's ledger? Am I getting my Jigoku desserts?
But why? All I did was try 1, okay 3, okay 10 secret techniques from it.
Benny is not impressed. Like, you don't even know what you did? I had a feeling things might turn out this way. Yeah.
You've become a textbook example of digging your own grave.
I'm amazed someone as thoughtless as you was ever able to lead a gang of Oni. I guess you must be one of those Oni whose true talents only shine when they've got lesser ones working for them. Damn! why you gotta do my girl like that? I mean, it's not wrong.
Never mind the psychoanalysis. Help me out here. My back muscles are so sore they feel like they're going to burst. I do want to be a great Oni, but I don't want to end up as one of those tormentors of hell that's all muscle. I'm sorry, Red Lady Oni. I'd take it all back if I could. I should have known better than to steal. So please help me, save me! I'll give you your ledger right back, I promise.
Yep, that's the Ibaraki Doji I know, alright. Yeah, the one we know and love.
Master? Lord Finn? Lord Darmood? What are y'all doing here? Who is...
Hello there, heroic spirit I've never seen before. Are you here from the rice shop? Something like that.
Sure, let's go with that. We heard you were in danger, madam, so we came to help. What were you thinking, Gokhan?
I thought I told you not to tell Master about this. I can clean up my own mess. Clearly you can't.
I didn't tell them anything, Madam Chirp. Finma figured out on his own, Chirp. Watching him in action was like watching a beautiful salmon surging upstream, Chirp. It makes me wonder if he might have once been the captain or commander or something of a large organization in his own day, Chirp.
Yeah, maybe you may, who knows, right, you know. Knights of Fiat, who's heard of him?
Ha, come now, you're exaggerating. I wouldn't say I did anything special at all. That said, I do like to think I'm a reasonable man.
If you wish to spread those rumors far and wide, who am I to stop you?
Anyway, I'm afraid you'll just have to resign yourself to accepting our help, Madam Benny. I've already figured out about 80% of the situation anyway. And good luck getting Master and the others to go back to their rooms before this matter is dealt with.
What he said.
I see. Well, if this is all Lord Finn's idea,
I guess I'm in no position to refuse.
Chirp, I'll even go ahead and make a formal request.
Would you lend a hand in killing Ibaraki? What? What? We just gotta stop her, right? Get the ledger back? What? I asked you to stop me, not kill me. I'm not even gonna drop anything this time. So you drop things on other occasions? Sure. Alright. Yeah, why not? I was thinking about swapping Darmood in for Toda, but nah, it's fine. Yeah, well, we'll keep Darmood as the backup. I don't know why he's so much more ripped looking as a saber, but you know, oh boy. It's like her advanced quest all over again. Probably doesn't work in the same way, right? Now, I'm assuming how it works is we have to kill the arms and then her. I imagine that's how this is going to go. What on earth? Decrease defense and decrease crit rate and apply NPC and restore HP. Okay, so may as well do this first turn then. Because it doesn't have any HP to restore. Increase attack and increase buff removal resist, increase normal phantasm gauge. Plus restore HP for all enemies. Okay. We missed out on the restore HP for allies, but I think it's best to just use both of these first turn, right? You do. Well, I guess it's like situational. For my purposes currently, we'll just use them first turn. I think that's fine. Alright. Yeah, I'm assuming the pandemonium guts will go away if we kill the arms. I hope. I hope that's how it works. If not, well, it's awkward. But I'm just gonna assume. For now, assumptions are fine. Go, Finny boy. Good job. Crit. Nice. I'd hope for a little bit more damage, but it's alright. Now Toda. No, he does attack. Okay, I'm completely wrong. Well, alright, well, frick me, I guess. Actually, wait, let's target that one in case this kills the front one. Yeah. Get that extra attack. Who am I thinking of that was... I don't know. I don't know why I have support on the brain. But who cares? Support, report, Lapore. Alright, Benny, you kill the Oni's right arm. Yeah, you do. And then these two will go after the big cheese herself, the banana Oni. Okay, yeah, you know, I can't. I like that. I won't lie. Oh! It's not even that it would get rid of the guts, it just straight up ends the fight when you get rid of the arms. Okay. But y'all, I'll take it. Alright. Whew, back to normal. So Rashomon turned back into the Enma?
So it would seem. Thank you all so much for your help.
She has a much more childlike voice. I'm trying to. I can't do that very well though.
I was planning to handle this on my own, but your assistance was invaluable. Chirp chirp, thank you.
No problem. I'm just glad you're okay, madam. Now the cafeteria should be back to its old self. But I do have to ask you, Ibaraki Doji, why did you embarrass yourself like this? Damn! Huh. If you think I'm gonna thank you for stopping me, you thought wrong. If anyone's an Oni around here, it's you guys for ganging up and wailing on me like there's no tomorrow. I can't necessarily disagree with her.
Still, I'll apologize for stealing the Enma ledger. It was just on a whim, but I still feel bad about it. The Red Lady Oni carries it around with her constantly. Now that I'm back to my senses, I know why that is.
Because it's dangerous.
One day I noticed her writing something down in a notebook. While she was studying the expressions on the servants having lunch in the cafeteria.
Oh, that's how she perfects it. Okay. I got you. That's how she gets around not being able to taste it herself. She fine-tunes it by watching other people.
That's right, she's the daughter of the King of Hell, isn't she?
So that must be the famous Enma Ledger, the notebook that has records of everyone's lives. I bet she uses it to torture heroic spirits when they fall into hell, so they have no choice but to obey her. But I don't think so. This is perfect. I bet it lists Raiko's weaknesses, Kintoki's weaknesses, maybe even Suna's. Yoink. By the time those thoughts had crossed my mind, my hands had already made off with the notebook. I've always been great at pickpocketing wallets and such from kimono sleeves, after all. True, I've seen Benny Enma writing in that notebook too.
So that's why you stole my notebook? Then you made a big mistake in more ways than one. Yes, Papa's Enma ledger does contain every deed every person on Earth has ever done. But while my notebook might be from hell, it's also just an ordinary notebook that you can find anywhere.
The type that even an apprentice prostitute who can't yet read or write might have. It's not the real deal.
Well, I suppose it does technically
Have a section for sins, even if it's not in the way you thought.
Anyway, your misusing of my notebook for your own ends clearly
What led to last night's food poisoning incident?
as well as your rampage just now.
Yeah, I know that now.
After I stole your notebook, I transformed into you and snuck into the kitchen to make a bunch of things from what was written in it. But when I got back to my room and ate them, my heart started beating erratically, my gut started wrenching, and blood came pouring out my nose.
And if all that weren't bad enough,
You guys came here and ganged up on me. Well, no more. I'm done with this crap. Yeah, you can have your stupid notebook back. Some sorry excuse for treasure it turned out to be. When did you undo your ropes?
what are you, stupid?
How many times do you think you bastards have captured me? Oh, this is a recurring thing. Okay. I figured it happened at least like once or twice, but the way she says that makes me think it might be double digits. Who knows? I can practically undo ropes like this in my sleep now.
Mwahaha, see ya, Western swordsman. See ya, gullible master. Oh, also, you guys didn't beat me at all.
I only lost to that Oni's sinful secret arts, read Snacks.
And a Fujiwara no Hidesato there.
Ooh, basically I got nothing to be ashamed of.
I mean, even freaking Raiko's scared of Mr. Rice Guy.
So you can't blame me for not sticking around.
Mwahaha.
Damn, she said my true name before I could stop her. Trust an Oni to get a parting shot at your weak spot. Does Benny Enma have problems with Fujiwara no Hidesato there? Or I don't know why I said the there. Probably because I was reading it. And yeah.
Then, does that mean you really are Lord Toaritoda?
Yes, it's me. I'd heard you held me in fairly high regard. So I've been avoiding you to make sure I didn't end up sullying your impressions of me. But when Lord McCool told me what had happened, I was so overcome with the urge to help that I couldn't resist. And I hope you can forgive me for sticking my nose in, Lady Benny Enma. I never meant to dishonor you.
Don't be ridiculous, Chirp. You've honored me more than I can say. I'm the one who should be apologizing. Not only did my carelessness end up making trouble for everyone at Chaldea, now I've gone and made you dirty your hands too. I can't thank you all enough.
Not at all, Madam Benny. We're the ones who are grateful. After all, we wouldn't be eating nearly as well if it wasn't for you. Frankly, I don't think this comes close to paying back the debt we owe you. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who thinks so. Indeed. I'm especially fond of the way you always manage to cook a salmon just right. I hope you'll be willing to teach me the trick sometime. I'm especially fond of your shishiniku, I think it's called. There's just something about it that inspires me to fight. It would absolutely make my day if you were to add it to the standard menu. Your cooking is always a highlight of the day for me too. Everyone's hungry. Oops, my apologies for the stomach growls. We've been in Master's room since the morning, you see. It seems we're in quite the pickle now. Ibaraki Doji was such a fearsome opponent. that we can hardly raise a hand. I think we need a delicious and nutritious meal on the double, wouldn't you all agree? Oh yeah, I still haven't had breakfast. Man, count on Finn McCool to wrap things up nice and tidy.
Well, in that case, I guess I better get cooking. Treating you all to a proper feast is the least I can do. Thank you all again for being so considerate of me. I really, really appreciate it.
As a proprietress, I feel blessed getting to spend each day with customers as wonderful as all of you. No, it is we who are honored. Oh?
Oh, what's the matter, Ibaraki? Why the long face? All this peace and quiet pouring out of your skull?
Shuten. It's nothing really. At least I don't think it is. I just feel like I've seen something I shouldn't is all.
Oh?
You know the little sparrow, Oni? The one I say came from hell? I got a look at the notebook she's always carrying around, and it was chock full of recipes.
Oh, right, the little shrimp? Well, what's so surprising? Anyone who's good at cooking's probably got a notebook like that.
But it wasn't just recipes. She'd also written down how different people reacted to a given recipe, and things she could do to improve it the next time. Her handwriting was horrible, but she still wrote down a ton of crazy detailed notes.
It's almost scary how closely she'd have to be watching to notice some of the things she did.
Anyway, I finally realized where she goes to all that trouble. It's because she doesn't have a tongue.
Oh, are you feeling bad? Do you regret what you've done?
Well, she might still have some sense of taste, since I think only half of it got cut off.
Yeah, the tongue goes pretty far down your throat. So, assuming normal tongue cutting procedure, she probably still has some taste when it gets to like more like the back of her throat and starts like going, you know. Plus she can smell, so.
Then again, she might have lost it entirely. Either way, the fact that her cooking is still so good is amazing. I mean, it's gotta be just as hard as a blind guy painting
A colorful masterpiece.
when I think about how hard she must have trained to get as good as she is, well, it freaked me out. And then it kind of made me, sad? I'm not really sure what it was I felt. But I think the idea of working yourself to the bone to learn to do something you can't, smiling even when you feel like you're about to collapse. Well, it kind of feels like something I used to do way back when I was alive.
Oh? What? Hey, what? She was bare in her heart. You went and smacked her upside the head? It's kind of rude.
What a silly little thing to say. You've always been a free-spirited Oni leader. You go around fighting Kyoto's guards,
Taking whatever you wanted, eating whoever got in your way.
You were an Oni's Oni through and through. Hell, you were practically the definition of one. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
In fact, that's the Ibaraki I like best.
That's the Ibaraki I've always enjoyed being around. Really, isn't that why you left the mansion to begin with? Because you wanted to have fun instead of working hard?
Yeah, you're right.
When my mom sent me out into the world, she demanded I be as proud as I could be of being an Oni. Man, I can't believe an Oni of my caliber let myself get swept up in some stupid sentiment.
I knew I could count on you, Shuten. One of these days I'm gonna learn how to be as light on my feet as you are.
Yeah, good luck with that. Truly.
My. I never would have thought Ibaraki and the little Oni would have so much in common. If Suno or the like were to show up now,
Now it might just push her over the edge.
this sucks. I usually love me some gloom and doom, but not when it comes to Ibaraki.
I think there's an event that highlights those two, right? At least I assume there is. I want to get to that eventually. Because I still need to get around to watching a lot of the older events. I haven't been doing it, and I should, and yes. I keep making excuses for myself. That's really what it comes down to. That was good. That honestly, that felt like it ended up being more about Ibaraki than it. And you know, actually, no, because we still learn a lot about Benny. I don't know. I feel like that was almost a duo interlude. Like, I'd say I definitely leaned toward Benny, but I feel like it was like, I don't know, you learn a good bit of how Ibaraki thinks too. I don't know. That was an enjoyable interlude. Probably not my favorite ever, but pretty up there actually. That was pretty up there. Anywho, like I said, I'm gonna do Parvati's trial quest while we're here. Because I want the summon ticket. That's pretty much it. I assume this is probably gonna be Parvati. But I also have my own Parvati, so it's kind of awkward. But hey, you know, whatever. A lady descends upon Fuyuki. Hopefully the story for this isn't super duper long. Okay. We ray-shifted to not destroyed Fuyuki.
All systems green. Ray shift is a success.
Hey, didn't Shiro get stabbed by Gil here? I think so.
Good. Now then, Mitsuka. Let me go over this again.
You're in Fuyuki, a rural Japanese city.
You're here to investigate the odd reading we got in this area.
Okay, so this takes place during the pseudo-singularities.
So, see anything?
Anything or anyone that seems out of place or that catches your attention in your general vicinity? Let's see. That seems a bit odd. Oh, she's crying! Why is she crying? Is she confused? There is a woman dressed in Indian attire.
Good work, Ritsuka.
Looks like you got it in one. She's definitely the source of the odd reading we got. It looks like she's a servant. But she's no ordinary servant. I'm getting a divine spirit response from her, yeah?
Oh, I knew this would be a special case since Sheba interpreted it as irregular when we detected it. But I never imagined it'd be a divine spirit servant. She doesn't seem hostile, but we don't know what's going to happen. Proceed with caution, Mitsuka.
Hello, you there? Can I speak to you for a bit?
Yes? What is it?
I know I've been wandering around the same spot for a while now. So of course you think I'm suspicious, but I promise I'm absolutely not a shady sort.
Oh?
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but are you by chance a master who's formed a contract with a servant? Yeah. Indeed I am. We won't mention the lots of servants thing.
Oh, wonderful.
I don't have to explain all the basics to you. I'm not the least bit shady, I am. Get this, a wayward servant who has nothing to hide. That sounds really shady, to be honest. Well, thanks for that polite explanation, but it's not just about being polite. She acts like the passive type, but she's got a heck of a stubborn attitude.
Despite her appearance, she's almost certainly no pushover. Be careful, Ritsuka.
That's not nice, Da Vinci. She was honest about being a wayward servant.
And while I know neither her circumstances nor her true name, I'm sure she's a wonderful servant. Oh, are they your friends?
It's nice to be in such a lively group. Yeah.
They're transmitting their voices from somewhere across both space and time. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's a great interpretation. It's nice to have a divine spirit who's quick on the uptake.
You can tell I'm a divine spirit?
A goddess servant?
Even with my weakened spirit origin? Yes, it's difficult to explain, but we've encountered
Our share of goddesses, and every one of them has been pretty, distinctive.
Oh my,
What wonderful encounters! You must have gone through intensive training. Yeah. I don't know which goddesses you encountered, nor do I know what kind of humans were used as vessels.
But since you already understand the basics,
I see no reason to hide my identity.
allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Parvati. I have manifested here using this
Girl's body as a vessel.
She is someone to whom I am attuned in both body and soul.
A vessel? So a pseudo-servant?
Yes,
It's been something of a confluence of coincidences.
Parvati is a famous goddess from Indian myth. She's the divine wife of Shiva,
And he is the embodiment of kindness and grace. She doesn't seem to be a dangerous divine spirit, which is a relief. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, if that woman's really Parvati, you're not in immediate danger. Good thing she is. After all, there really aren't any myths about Parvati doing battle. Goddesses tend to be pretty fickle. They just love punishing humans at even the slightest hint of provocation or disrespect. Would you not sort of talking shit about her to her face right here not be considered disrespect?
but as long as she's truly Parvati, anything dark... Wait a minute.
A goddess's portfolio includes beauty and grit and gentleness. This is bad. Really, what do you mean? What? Huh? Because she's not a goddess of war and beauty, but she's exclusively a goddess of beauty. She's the same as me. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure, whatever you say, Da Vinci. Let's just put Da Vinci's antics aside.
I'm curious about the individual who became her vessel. Excuse me, Miss Parvati? May I ask what's happened to the owner of that body of yours? You're asking about the state of this body's owner.
I didn't think you'd ask that question so quickly. Well, why the look? You're bold, though you seem mild-mannered. Or at least you're certainly cautious. You have the Kohai thing going on. And we have similar personalities. Is that a good thing to you?
Miss Parvati?
Nothing. Were I in your shoes, I would have asked the same question. I think Sakura... Oh, no, I guess Sakura's not there at all. Okay, never mind. The original owner of this body's not here. That is, she isn't asleep, and she hasn't been destroyed or anything. Being a divine spirit, this is embarrassing to admit, but she and I merged together seamlessly. Okay, yeah, so that was a little bit of Sakura poking through with the whole Kohai thing, okay.
Merged? Does that mean... the human girl's soul...
embraced the divine spirit Parvati, or rather didn't lose to you?
Oh, I know.
I may not be a god of war, but even so, to be able to retake control from a divine heroic spirit.
I'm speechless myself.
This body is, well, it's basically me now. No, I'm told that I'm gloomy, scary, strong-willed.
My memories and behavior are all Parvati, but expressed through her personality.
Oh, okay.
We combined our good
Aspects and cut away the bad parts in a sort of mutual consensus, creating a new pseudo-servant. All the bad bits, like what exactly? The jealousy? Cause she's kind of jealous of Rin, sort of. envy it? I don't know. I'm struggling to like think of things. I'm struggling to think of like negative parts of Sakura. Outside of when she's being influenced by Avenger. Because I feel like most of her worst traits came from Avenger's influence. It doesn't really matter.
Great news to the servant. The girl's past and memories were sealed when we merged.
After all, no human can bear the full weight of a god's mind and memories. Fair.
But in exchange, my preferences and decision-making were all entrusted to her human nature. This may be hard to understand, but let's see.
Are you familiar with the concept of magical girls? Is this implying she can switch? Like, invert it? Like, she can switch it to where she seals off the god memories and whatnot, and Sakura's self takes full like, can she swap like that? Is that what her... Wait. Because there's the... Tsukimihara... Wait, no, that's the extra version of the school. Right? I don't remember what the actual... Nah, whatever. Does she change into Sakura when she's in the school outfit?
This may be hard to understand, but let's see.
Are you familiar with the concept of magical girls? I'm not too far off from that concept. It's a temporary state I can't change back from... Oh. I see, never mind. She can't change back and forth. I could have just kept going and gotten my answer.
But were I to do so, I'd forget everything as soon as I did.
I get it, yeah.
I figured we'd find a vessel once I knew we were dealing with a divine spirit. But this is a pretty far cry from what we saw in Uruk.
In that case, it was a goddess using a human as her core, but this seems to be a human using a goddess as her own core.
Either way, that girl must have some sort of connection with the Holy Grail and sort.
A little bit. Typically, the human the god's compatible with is just used as a vessel. The god puts a small part of their power into the vessel and kind of forces their way into that person to manifest as a servant.
At least that's how it usually works for a pseudo-servant. You seem to be something of a special case, though.
But ultimately, you're not really much
different from the other divine spirits in Chaldea. Oh, so there are others like me? That's good to know.
I'm not particularly comfortable with excessive fear or worship from those around me. I'd very much like for you to interact with me naturally, just like how you treat anyone else.
Thank you for your concern, Parvati. By the way...
Oh, you can call me Par. My name is kind of long and a bit hard to say, don't you think? Okay, I'm a little apprehensive about that, but very well, Par. Okay, this is my first time going by a nickname. I'm really being quite sociable, aren't I? That makes me happy. Good for you.
The owner of this body and I are both naturally very shy. But by combining the best parts of ourselves,
I believe we're better able to speak our mind and not be so timid.
We can assert ourselves
And say what we like. Just that fact makes this manifestation worth it. What's a goddess like you doing in a place like this? Sounds like flirting.
Oh yes, I forgot.
There's no time for me to be standing around here being all happy. Well, simply put, I'm looking for something. I know it's around here somewhere.
You mean in Fuyuki during this age?
Yes. This city seems to have some sort of connection to my body. Yeah?
land, so I thought that if
If I wandered this place, I would eventually come across... Is she looking for... Like, she doesn't know what she's looking for, right? Is she looking for... Shiro? I would eventually come across it, but this Fuyuki seems to be different than the one my body is familiar with. Embarrassing as it is to admit, I seem to have gotten lost and landed myself in a bit of a bind. Want us to help? Yes, we do have some connection with Fuyuki, and we can provide a bit of backup from here. We may be able to be of some help.
well, if you really want to, then I'd welcome it.
But are you sure you want to help me? We only just met. Ah, you seem nice. Thumbs up.
Oh, what kind-hearted people you are.
I must show my appreciation for your generosity. Ah, you don't gotta do anything.
Oh, my apologies.
I've yet to learn your names. May I ask what they are? I'm Ritsuka. Howdy doody.
Ritsuka, so your name is Ritsuka. Yes, I think that's a wonderful name. Pleased to meet you, Ritsuka.
And Miss Smash and Miss Genius Da Vinci.
So the thing you're looking for.
Do you have any other clues other than that it's in this city?
No,
This is more of an instinctual thing, so I think I would know if it were nearby. It's gotta be about Shiro, right?
Then we have no choice but to search the area.
Well, then there might be a Shiro here, but it won't be the Shiro Sakura knows. Because FGO versus Fuyuki only ever had the 04 war. So that means the previous one with Kiritsugu and whatnot, where everything burned and Shiro's real parents died, never happened, meaning Shiro was probably living a pretty normal life. Which is weird to think about. But also kind of happy when you think about it, right? Like, FGO versus Shiro doesn't go through all that trauma, doesn't get a hero complex. Now I'm kind of curious to see that, actually. That must be a weird... Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel about seeing that kind of Shiro, to be honest. A non... Yeah, that'd be weird.
Let's map out the area, and we'll keep track of where we've covered as you do it.
This could take a while, but if you just do it bit by bit, I'm sure we'll find what Par is looking for eventually. Well, I thought you were the same sort as me, but you take initiative much more than I do, Mash.
But that's very promising.
Running into you is the best thing that could have happened to me here. I'm so lucky.
Now let's get going. I'm counting on everyone.
We got your back, baby girl.
By the way,
Par, that thing you're carrying, is that a lance?
Oh yeah, I was wondering the same. Your class is Lancer, right?
I've never heard of Parvati carrying a lance.
Oh, you're right.
This actually isn't mine. I borrowed it from my husband, Shiva. Oh. I thought she was gonna say it was this body's, and I was like, I don't recall Sakura ever having a lance.
That's Shiva's trident, Trishula. So that's why you're a Lancer. As I'm only borrowing it, I can't do nearly as much with it as Shiva could.
Shiva's not in the game, right? As a servant? There's Ganesh, Jinako, Kama, Parvati, Durga. Oh yeah, I don't think Shiva... I wonder if that'll ever be a thing. Or is it a thing already in JP? Or am I just forgetting a servant? That could happen. I very well could be forgetting. I wouldn't be surprised.
As I'm only borrowing it, I can't do nearly as much with it as Shiva could.
And I customized it a little so I could use it easier. It's probably far from what a lance should look like. Well, no, it's probably not as cool because I'm the one who customized it. No, don't. It looks great. I may be a goddess, but I'm kind of a klutz. You're no klutz. You're a beautiful goddess. Really? You think so? You speak so much more passionately than I could. You make me blush. But hearing you say that about me gives me so much confidence. Yeah, you should. You look looking good.
I may not have as much firepower as Shiva, but since I've manifested,
that proves that I'm a full-fledged Lancer servant.
hiya!
What was that wobbly move? It's a hiya! It's what all martial artists shout! Yeah! It was a great hiya! Bravo! Bravissimo! This is
Drat, you're doubting me now, aren't you?
I know I'm a beginner at being a Lancer, but I'm still a goddess. I may not look cool, but I'm definitely really strong when I fight. Probably. If an enemy comes, I'll just slap them, like this. I may borrow Shiva's power, but I still plan on doing it my way, by being splendid and graceful. I'm sure you will. Don't worry, I won't summon any weird shadows or anything. I know you don't know that we do that, but oof. What does she mean by weird shadows? Oh wait, that was a Sakura reference. Whoops. Right, yeah, don't worry about it. I think she's trying to show that she's strong in her own way. It might be rude of me to say this, but she seems more elegant and cute, really. A goddess will always be a goddess, I suppose. That's why even if we encounter enemies in our way, there's nothing to worry about. Yeah, I'm sure. You were all kind when I was in a tough spot. Now I swear on my honor as a goddess, I'll protect you all. Normally you wouldn't expect much from a goddess like Parvati in a melee battle. Ooh, rude! Don't say that out loud! But if it's a different story if you consider the mythology surrounding her. If you trace her roots, you'll find quite the warlike...
Oh, that's...
Oh? What's Curstorm doing here?
Is that Curstorm over there?
It looks like he's doing something shifty by the road. I wonder. Probably not our Curstorm, I'd guess.
Huh. Par?
I'm not sure, but
I sense something. He's a bad man.
well, that might be technically true in terms of alignment.
I feel that
We need to proceed with extreme caution.
this feeling is bubbling up within me.
And what should I call it? It's just a vague association, but there's a smell on him that bothers me. The smell of, insects? What were they called? Something worms? I don't remember the name of the things Zoken used to, violate Sakura? It's like this terrible... I fucking knew it. This terrible smell of bugs. It's all very instinctual and I can't express it very well. But anyway, the fact
Fact of the matter is that he's an evil man.
and a goddess like me simply
We cannot allow that to stand. Hold it right there, suspicious masked man.
Oh, are you perhaps addressing me?
Well, if those weirdo island masks were around...
Aha, very true. What business do you have with me? I see a young lady who's been glaring at me for the past few minutes.
As I believe that sincere words will reach even those who are evil, I'll ask you this.
What are you doing here?
What am I doing? Now that I think of it, that is quite a profound question. Many factors have led me here. However, to put it simply, perhaps it's best to say that I am disposing of those who are empty, or those who've lost their place.
What did you say?
Sir, I found some as they torn over by the river. Oh, so it seems. Let's head over right away. This is very exciting, haha.
He even has some mean-looking minions. They have some nerve. I mean, wait a minute.
I know that the modern world is full of wicked, soulless people who've lost their way.
But even so, as a goddess, they're all my beloved children. I will not turn a blind eye to the senseless murder of innocents. Stay right where you are, you murdering assassin.
It's probably not hard to tell, but I am mad. Tremble. Was that a forced tremble? That look on Par's face. She's intimidating even for a goddess.
Bingo. Parvati is usually described only as Shiva's wife.
A goddess who's very mild-mannered.
But since she is Shiva's wife,
Parvati is often identified with his other wife, Durga, who's the goddess of battle. And on top of that, she's also identified as Kali, who was born from the two gods. Long story short, if you get Parvati mad, she's terrifying.
this is no time for idle chatter. If you're truly a disciple of justice,
You cannot let these evil men walk free.
now come, Ritsuga.
We must give these nasty, bug-smelling murderers divine punishment. And punish we shall. We will show them the path of the righteous by beating them up. Very righteous. Yeah.
戦いの神ではないんですけれど。
Well, let's just nice. This is a god tier lineup we got going on here. Parvati, Parvati. Absolutely nothing better. All right, well.
はい、そっちですか？はい。これくらいなら。これくらいなら。
I guess I should have just done the full support Parvati combo. Okay, well that's my bad. I assumed it, you know, she could
そっちですか？
handle things herself, but I guess not. Or that, you know, the three attacks from the two different Parvatis could. Yeah. Ah, well. It is what it is.
はいはい、これくらいなら。響け、穴あ
Alright, custom. You son of a bitch.
テキパキと片付けます。
Probably should have used this
女
turn
神
one.
ですので。
Ah, well. Who cares? Who cares?
テキパキと片付けます。女神ですので。
I don't know why I used it on her.
そっちですか？こっちですか？
He should die. A painful
はい、いい
death.
ですよ。
Do fair death.
喜んでくれますか？
Josh.
無偏罪を与えます。あれ？
Oh,
まだ
man.
余裕がありそうですね。
I don't know. What is up today? Alright, Cursestorm. And I, you know, I'm gonna give Cursestorm the benefit of the doubt and say he wasn't gonna murder people. Maybe it was something else that was going on. Who knows?
There's no reason to fight to the death here. I'll just be the bigger man and say you got me.
Oh my,
You're a lot more accommodating than I expected.
so that horrid, filthy scent of insects was just something that rubbed off onto you?
You must scrub hard to get the smell off, if you understood?
Well, not really, but men, put your weapons down.
Do as this woman says. Damn, why?
Now, we just met you, our mentor, and we were on the verge of bettering ourselves.
Oh. Are his henchmen the people who've lost their way? And he was... Let me guess. We found some down near the water. They were talking about trash, and he was having them pick up trash as like community service. Bettering yourselves?
I'm going to ask you again. What were you doing here? Can you tell us again?
I don't remember lying to you, so my answer has not changed. I'm disposing of those that are empty.
As in, like, containers, like bottles that are empty.
I'm sorry, can you please clarify?
Without the poetic assassin phrasing?
So it wasn't clear, huh?
Well, let me put it in plainer terms. We were picking up all the empty bottles and cans people left here. What of it?
But you're Hassan.
What does that matter?
I had some time on my hands, so I pick up things that can be recycled. I'm the sort who collects all the daggers that throw from the battlefield. And this habit has left it somewhat painful for me to see the culture of fast consumption in this age. It can be so terribly wasteful. After a while, the young men who had time and shared in my beliefs gathered here, and began to assemble and volunteer their time to assist me.
Yeah, our mentor became known for turning our delinquent ways around for the better. Hakuma from the Third Street even landed his dream job at an IT company. And I'm also going to start work at this company called Goldman something. Goldman Sachs? You shouldn't judge people by their looks, you know. What matters is leading an honest, hardworking life. You're right, we're sorry. You know what? We jumped the gun. You're right. We apologize.
Ah, indeed. They can save face and regain something of an identity. Heh.
I don't know why, but it gets on my nerves. Maybe we had a connection in our past lives. Yeah, something like that. Can I keep talking? Right, even if he was judged by his looks, no matter what his past was, our mentor's unwavering spirit to keep going was what attracted us to him.
You think too much of me, boy. But a little flattery will never hurt anyone. Or never hurt anyone. Keep going.
But you're still an assassin, correct?
Aren't you the bad guy of all bad guys who, under the orders of a bug-smelling master, killed both humans and servants?
I don't quite know what you mean.
Yeah, the different timeline. I mean, Cursed Arm was in the FGO Fuyuki War, given he's, there in... Singularity F. Which, weirdly... I'm trying to remember. That was... Yeah, that was retconned in... Well, I don't think it was canonically retconned. It was different in the anime. No, was Cursed Arm one of the ones you fight in? Or that Ritsuka fought in the animation of First Order? I don't remember. I watched it, but the main thing I remember is Castor Ku kicking ass and sexy grown-up Medusa. She looked like an adult version of Anna Medusa, which is still probably like my favorite design. Like, if you haven't seen it, go watch the First Order anime OVA for FGO. The way they did Medusa in that is great. But yeah, I'm trying to remember. Was Cursed Arm? Maybe he was. And I'll look it up after, and I'll put a text thing above my head. Confirming or not.
I don't quite know what you mean. Yes, I'm an assassin, a nominally evil being. But now I am first and foremost the servant of Master Ritsuka. Without being ordered to do so, I would simply never attack at random.
I've read to mention, but Hassan's actually a nice guy.
Huh?
Such a thing is possible? I'm terribly sorry. I'm such klutz in every possible way. Don't worry. Hey, you know, the body you're using has some trauma related to him, you know? We can't blame you. Just apologize and it's all good. Probably. Hopefully. I'm gonna maintain this order, but I'm gonna swap Draco in, like, immediately. Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe I did that. I feel just awful.
Don't worry, it happens. Don't worry about it.
Master Saipor.
Anyone can make mistakes, you know. Even Hassan laughed it off and forgave you. That said, we were all a bit shocked at how mad you got.
You too, right, Ritsuka?
That incredible, if dark, fighting spirit that was practically pouring from you. It sure reinforced that you're definitely a god. Now I know not to make you mad. Please don't talk about it. All that anger and it was just a misunderstanding. I'm so embarrassed. Well, there's one tiny bit of a silver lining. Oh, what's that? Compared to what happens when I'm really angry, that was just the tip of the iceberg. Oh. Okay. Fortunately, as I'm a pseudo-servant, I'm 100% good, wholesome goddess. Right. I won't let that destructive negativity out so easily. Are you trying to say that your real anger is even more intense than what we saw? Smile. That wasn't much of an answer, but let's try not to take her off. Yeah.
No, you don't have to worry too much. What I mean is
that you'll never see my true fury. Nope. Yeah.
What I'm looking for isn't around here.
Maybe it's that I'm still unused to this since I just manifested.
Oh, hey, I meant to ask you. Why did you manifest in the first place? Does it have to do with what you're looking for? Oh no, what I'm seeking is more of a bonus.
Oh well, it's sort of all on my mind.
There's a legitimate reason for my manifestation.
It's very difficult to put into words, though. Let's see, it feels like there's something that I must do.
If you manifested as a servant, that means you'll need a master to help you accomplish whatever it is you want to do. What do you think?
I can very confidently put forward Ritsuka as highly recommended master.
I agree wholeheartedly. Senpai truly is a reliable master.
Right, I completely forgot. A servant needs a master. Ritsuka is, of course, a pure and just individual. You're right, it would be best for me to continue receiving Ritsuka's support. Stare. Miss Jaguar Mura! Wait! You're not getting away! Pink aerial stunts are a no-no!
That voice?
Providing minimal explanation.
I'm patrolling my territory. That's right, it's Mew.
Yep, pretty much a cat, sneaking in without being called.
Jaguar Warrior?
Why are you here?
Shut up, you perpetrator. This is Jaguar's territory. Power over 11 death, fisher beef. Know that everything hinges on the whims of the mistress of this territory, me.
Teacher!
That is such an absurd role! I actually don't know why I called that thing a teacher. It just came out.
Of course you did. This jaguar actually stands above all living creatures to be an example of all, an example to all. I'm the ultimate creature of education. Ahem. I'm gonna give you a snippet of truth. Eating meat makes you super happy, and nap time is the doorway to your dreams. I tried to make it Nirvana-y, because there's an Indian goddess in front of me. What do you think? No good? Ah, I see. Whatever, I'm being super generous today. Take a look at student number X, who also worships me.
Ilya! Ilya, why? Actually, she just dragged me out here. And why are you calling me student number X? EX? Actually, that girl is even more of a rare case than we are. Maybe you could leave her out?
Nah, the gang's back together. I'm feeling invincible. I've clinched this.
This is nuts, although I kind of understand instinctively calling her a teacher.
But there's someone I've never met with Master. Oh, she's so pretty.
Anyway, I should politely introduce myself to people when I meet them for the first time. Hello, big sister. Yes, hello, Iliasfeel.
My name's Parvati.
Huh? Did I say my name already? The world and distant space sometimes align by sheer coincidence, like the light hitting a kaleidoscope to form a distinct and dazzling pattern. Doesn't really answer her question, but okay. Our encounter must be like the kind of miracle. Either way, I'm glad to see that you're well and happy, Iliasfeel.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah, you're not aware of the horrors other you is put through. Probably better that way. Probably better we don't inform her of. Yeah. I wonder if FSN Ilya Sitonai ever. Nah, she probably purposefully avoids this Ilya, right? Like, I'll just leave her be. She doesn't need to know about all of our trauma.
Hey, trying to chat up my student is forbidden. I've heard enough now. This jaguar is here to object to what you were talking about.
What were we talking about? About masters and our servants?
Alright, and that's it I ask of you. I've always wanted to say that line. It feels nice. I knew I was the real heroine.
Right.
I ask of you, are you positive you want to come to Chaldea?
That was what we were talking about.
And yes, if I have the chance.
Listen, Chaldea is no ordinary place. Get this, Chaldea has Enma, and Enma, and even another Enma. On top of that, there's even a possibility that more Enmas will pop up one day.
I mean, I don't see why she would have problems with that. If anything, I think she'd be quite thrilled. Probably not the Kiritsugu Emiya, but yeah, she has no connection to Kiritsugu, so yeah, but
Well, actually, I mean,
because I mean, Heroic Spirit Emiya, isn't he technically even he's I guess FGO Emiya is probably a bit closer to Shiro. Personality-wise, kind of. Than he is in most of FSN, aside from the ending of UBW as he's about to disappear, but... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like... Yeah, He's probably close enough. Yeah.
Parvati.
She's not lying.
So what do you think? Confused?
No, kinda.
Yes, very confused.
I like your honesty. Now, do you really think the psyche of a serious Kohai type
Would be able to withstand the ridiculous hell that is Chaldea?
testing that resolve in a ferocious fight is the duty of an educator? Let's go, student number EX. Now is the time to show our senpai powers, strengthened by having to endure that weird hell for so long.
Oh, what? So I'm on his side?
Or I'm on the side? I don't want to be on your side. I don't want to fight against Master.
You idiot.
If you do a good job here, your dream of appearing in Bloomers won't have to remain a dream. What? Huh? I don't want that either. I was about to say, like, what?
Are you kidding me? Fine then, how about I help you do your homework for a week?
Wait. Okay. Why would she still have... Unless she... Wait. Okay, I need to do the Fate Zero... no, I guess it'd be Prisma Ilia. I don't know why I started to say Fate Zero. I need to do the Prisma Ilia... Or I need to watch Prisma Ilia. Then watch the Prisma Ilia crossover event to find out her whole dynamic here. Because, like... Parvati said she's an even more rare case. Plus, apparently, she still has to do homework? So... Do her and Miyu and Chloe get, like, summoned not from the throne, but from their universe itself? Okay, don't answer that, actually. I'll probably cut that out. You're gonna hear me talking about cutting something out. Don't worry about it. It was me asking a question that I realized I don't want the answer to because it might be spoilers. So, yeah, don't worry about it. She stopped moving. Trying to make an innocent girl do your work by bribing her makes you a terrible teacher.
You must be punished.
And we're still gonna have to fight Ilia. Right. Alright, yeah, Draco, you get your butt in here. They went from having a little bit of a chance to no chance. No chance. Word to sell. Alright. Well, look at this silly Billy, thinking he can do something on his own. What a fool. A blasted fool. Only level 20. Only level 20. This just... I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to you. Ah, Miss Jaguar Mura, you should know better. And you die. Not literally, we're just, you know, knocking some sense into her. Hopefully she'll learn not to try and bribe her students anymore. silly jaguar.
Yeah, how could this happen? We're both on answers. So this is what happens when you get a 4th star.
I guess that means I have to do my homework on my own.
Game, set, and match.
So this is your resolve, huh? You've got true grit. But let me ask you again, and this time I want your final answer.
A cute girl who'd be cuter with some sakura petals decorating her.
Do you really think you'd be happy if you came to Chaldea?
Yes, I think so.
To be happy, to make someone else happy, or even to be happy by making someone else happy.
I'm sure there are many different methods. But no matter what,
As long as I am myself and other people around me will be happy. Oh, isn't that what being a goddess is about? She's so bright!
Got it. If you have that much confidence in yourself, I have nothing more to say. But, it's just too perfect. It just doesn't feel right. Don't you need some kind of dark side to you?
Glare. Rest assured, I may have cut away the shadowy parts of myself, but make no mistake, there is such a thing as shadows in the light. Oh, how edgy. Ritsuka and the others are well aware that I'm not just the pure good parts of myself. That's why I'm able to somewhat participate in battle, like smacking people.
Well, that's not exactly what I meant. Oh crap, I am almost out of energy. Farewell, everyone.
Look forward to the next exciting installment of the Jaguar Warrior show. Bye. She just does whatever she wants, does it? Yeah, pretty much. She looks an awful lot like someone I know. Try not to think too hard and just go home. I'll check your homework later.
really, Ritsuka?
Yay, I'll wait with tea and snacks already. You really are kind, Senpai. If I didn't have work to do, I would have loved to join. Yeah, unfortunately, you've big shoes to fill.
Well, I don't have homework.
I always feel that studying the books in the library is important. I'm sure I'd make great progress in my studies if I asked Senpai lots of questions. And I'm sure it'd be fun. Yeah, I imagine it would be.
Well,
thanks to that mysterious, jolly animal, we took an unexpected detour.
But I have a feeling we're getting close to what I'm seeking. We just have a little more to go.
Please bear with me, Ritsuka. We're with you to the end of the line, partner. With you to the end of the line. Alright, a rider, huh? So, probably gonna be Medusa, right? It would only make sense. Given that it was Sakura's servant and all.
There it is. I'm sure that's it. Someone's standing over there.
So you're telling me, right? You're telling me they have not a battle sprite. I'll give you that. But they have Medusa in the school uniform here, but they didn't make it into a costume you could get as a battle. Are we? Let's angle. Listen to me. You are missing ample opportunities. Do you know how many Medusa lovers there are? Do you know the things they would do for this outfit on her that you could have as a battle sprite? Not just that, her whole, Heaven's Field true ending outfit / Hollow Ataraxia outfit, the turtleneck and jeans. People would kill. They would kill for that. Listen to me. Listen, okay? Oh, don't even get me started on the fact there's no Summer Medusa giving us her swimsuit from Hall of Ataraxia / Emiya family menu. Don't even get me started on that. What are we doing? Like, really? Like, what are we doing here? Do you hate money? Is that it? Actually, no, you don't. I guess you do. You don't even charge for costumes, so I guess it's a moot point. Fuck. God damn it. They wouldn't make jack shit from it. I lost all my bargaining power. I've lost it all. Just give me the outfits, please.
You finally come.
Nobody would ever forget that figure. True. Based.
Master?
Why are you here? This is not part of the plan.
What are you doing?
Those are my clothes.
Oh, you found it?
You were looking for that school uniform? Yes, it's sort of an object that acts as an anchor to maintain my existence. That Spiritron dress should naturally be in my possession. But for some reason, the moment I manifested, I realized I didn't have it and that it was somewhere else entirely.
So I went looking for it by following its scent.
And when you sense that someone else is wearing your precious clothes, you would never want to give them up and go on a journey to find them no matter what. Do you understand that feeling?
Well... So what is your intention?
Well, you see, it's difficult to explain my actions, even for me. After all, what I've done here was motivated by a sort of impulse that bubbled up from somewhere within me. But at least half of my goal is accomplished now. What, you just wanted to see her again? I used the school uniform as bait to lure you here, Parvati.
I see.
So it was part of your plan to be found.
So what's the other half of your goal?
Why, to eliminate you, of course! Oh! Why? Shouldn't you be happy to see... Sakura? Even if it's not really Sakura, but kinda?
Huh?
Well, some may argue otherwise. I would say that I'm doing what I am because we're both goddesses. I'm not certain myself, but my gut tells me there's no need for you to fight if it means you have to use that vessel.
And since you've just become a servant, hitting you with a sufficiently powerful spiritual attack
May cleave you apart from your vessel. Oh, so you want Sakura to not be under someone else's control? Honestly, that's understandable. Doing so may entirely negate your existence as a pseudo-servant.
So there's no reason for me not to try it.
My spirit core is compelling me to try.
Now please
return to the realm of the gods. I have nothing against you personally, but brace yourself.
It looks like we can't talk this out.
No.
I may not understand your reasoning, but I can see that you're resolved to do this. But
I also have a purpose for being here, so I cannot allow myself to be sent away so easily. So I'll defend myself. Yeah, I think Medusa, even if she can't remember exactly why, likely hates seeing Sakura under kind of under someone else's thumb, really. Oh, kind of. Which makes sense given their relationship and affinity for each other. Oh damn, that was okay. Well, good try, Medusa. It's a real good good attempt. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
This is the end. Please accept defeat. You don't look like you're willing to give up.
I suppose I have no choice. Please allow me to speak to you, though I must make some assumptions to do so.
I am an Indian goddess while you are from the Greek pantheon.
Bluntly put, we have nothing in common.
That is true. Yeah, that doesn't seem to matter to you.
And you're fighting fiercely to stop me.
It's hard to believe you're doing this just
Because we're both goddesses. Then the answer is quite clear. You're concerned not about the goddess I am, but the girl whose body I inhabit.
That
is a valid point. I simply felt that you should not be fighting.
Yes,
You may be right. The girl and I do have some sort of connection.
the reason why you feel
I shouldn't fight is because you're concerned for her becoming a container for a divine spirit.
being overprotective
Can sometimes backfire, writer.
Oh, but don't get me wrong.
I'm not quite sure why, but something within me compelled me to refer to you that way, by the name of your class. But I have absolutely no memory of you. After all, I'm Parvati right now.
However,
Neither I nor this body of mine feel any anger towards you for what you've done here. In truth, we're happy about it.
so you don't intend to stop the manifestation?
No, this is a part of my duty.
I have been entrusted with a mission I must deal with my own mess.
Well, it's my own fault for making a certain sacrifice.
No matter the path I take,
I'm certain it will lead me to
save the world as a goddess. Even if it means I must sacrifice my life,
I'll protect the world and the people that I love.
and the girl shared my wish to be such a being. It is the wish we share.
Hang on, maybe we should double check I read that right. Even if I must sacrifice my life, I'll protect the world. Okay.
At least that's what I mean to manifest here. At least that's what I believe.
Surely you must know that the girl possesses a strong heart.
Yes, you're right.
If your existence here is a result of her resolve.
All I did was get in her way and
Overstepped my boundaries in doing so. You didn't overstep anything. As I said, the thought behind your actions made us happy. Truly. But there are things that even we cannot give up. That's all I wanted to say.
You're absolutely right. She may look weak and cowardly,
But she really was strong-willed. I had forgotten that you were that kind of person. Please allow me to apologize for my actions.
and these clothes.
Here, I'll return them to their rightful owner. Okay.
Thank you very much.
This is a relief.
Looks like everything's been settled peacefully, senpai.
Yep. Whoa, Par? Is she changing right in the middle of the street? Oh, she's going bye-bye. Oh my, I'm a bit drained now that everything is over. Now that I've recovered what I saw, this seems like a good place to take a rest. Okay. Please rest assured that now that we have met once and forged a bond. So long as we retain that connection, we're sure to meet again, Ritsuka. Yes, in due time, I'm sure I'll become your servant. When that happens, I'll work my hardest, so please take good care of me. Yeah, I've had you for a while. So please take good care of me. Yeah, we will. Even though I barely ever use you, but okay.
It's okay, Ryder.
My shyness will never completely go away, but I've gotten tougher. Even if the relationships between those in Chaldea are as complicated as that odd animal said. I'm sure I'll be fine. Yeah, I guess. You avoided the whole Jaguar Mura interludes quite easily enough. So, yeah, you know.
Is something else bothering you? Oh, I get it.
You've come to like this school uniform too, haven't you, Ryder? Oh, alright, even though this was originally mine. Those who've only seen you wearing this uniform might think a goddess assaulted you and stole your clothes. it might be best to consider making a duplicate of the uniform just for you. Oh, it'd be so wonderful for the two of us to wear matching uniforms and become servants together. Sadly, that's not the case. I'm sorry, Master. This has turned into something of an anticlimactic farewell. That's another side of the girl. Or so I feel. She can be a little ditzy. No worries, I have a feeling we'll meet again. Yeah, you've met for a while. Master, I know that with you there's no need to bring this up, but I'll say it just the same. Senpai, Medusa's giving you a really terrifying glare, and she's not even using her mystic eyes. Yeah? Even if you do manage to summon her, you must vow to not treat her like a disposable pawn or put her in unnecessarily dangerous situations. I would never. I'm not asking for you to give her special treatment. I'm only saying that you should treat her as well as the rest of your servants to take good care. Of course we will. Understood? Understood. Who do you take us for? I can't hear you. Yes, ma'am. Please look at me like that, please. I mean, this is one of those moments I really wish I was playing, that I was using male Fujimaru. No particular reason. Just yeah, you know, yeah, don't worry about it. Good, now let us head back. I wonder why I'm feeling so restless. Perhaps I should prepare by cleaning the room next to mine.
Par is somewhat special.
Even unique among pseudo-servants.
And not just a Medusa.
But perhaps many others in Chaldea would feel the same way when they see her. That's something to look forward to, yeah.
That's the spirit, Master.
I hope to one day have an outlook as positive as yours.
Either way, our quest here is done now. Good work.
That was good. I like that. That was a good trial quest. It was basically an interlude into itself, or unto itself, that is. And I think Parvati actually has an actual interlude as well. Yeah. So, a lot of Parvati. Well, anywho, may as well, rip. You know what I'm saying? Try and get some of that, a stussy. Go away! I got the loading and I thought I got. I mean, I got a new servant, so I can't complain, right? But when you get that loading for a good second on a single pull, it's usually you're getting something new. And my heart soared for that 1 second. My heart was in the sky, but fucking Gawain. I didn't even see what Gawain said. I was so... I think he just introduced himself. I think that was it. Man, they pump faked me so bad. They're like, yeah, go fuck yourself, bitch. Thought you were getting the Stolfo? Nah. We don't do that here. I will say I've had some hang on, I don't know why I went here. I've had some pretty solid luck on the Astolfo banner, I will say. Let me see, so far I've gotten Gawain, Roland, Columbus, and Red Hair. All off of the Astolfo banner. So, you know, pretty good haul. I know now that I've beaten LB3, Red Hair is in the summoning pool. So it's not that crazy. I'm surprised this is my first Columbus. Does he... Like, he doesn't have any special summoning things, right? Like, he's been in the summoning pool for me for a while, right? I'm surprised I only just now got it. Well, yesterday just got him, but... yeah. Anywho, either way, yeah, Astolfo's banner has done good for me, even though I haven't gotten Astolfo. Which I'm sad about. I'm most definitely gonna be using my monthly summon tickets on him tomorrow when they come through. Well, tomorrow from when I'm recording this. It'll be yesterday when I upload it. So, yeah. But you know, those were both really good. I liked Benny Enma's interlude, and I liked Parvati's Shell Quest. They're both fun. I liked seeing. I honestly really enjoyed seeing Medusa and Parvati interact, and of course the Jaguar Mura interaction with Ilya. Yeah, and yes, I'm a sucker for fan service, because that's basically what it was, right? Oh, actually, speaking of, hang on. Let me go back here before we sign off. I think I grabbed Parvati's... Wait, I didn't? I thought I got... Wait.
Yeah.
I thought I already got it. Oh, no, I guess not. Why didn't I? Oh, right, because I needed the hearts of the foreign god. That's why. Right, I couldn't afford to give those up. I have enough pure prisms. I could buy 5 hearts of the foreign god. I could. I don't know why I'm saying that like it's a question. I'm pretty sure that was the case. Because otherwise, I don't think the game would bug out in that manner. Probably. I don't know. I have gotten a couple weird bugs before that apparently people hadn't seen before. Like, actually, wait a minute. Hang on. Wait. Can I wait? Hang on. Am I schizoing? Can I not actually? No, wait. What am I doing? Dressmaking. I just get them from here, right? Okay, I'm gonna cut that out. That was I actually schizoed out. Well, may as well get this, even though I don't have her. There's no real reason not to. I get these for free. I don't know. May as well collect all of the Spiritron dresses I have available. Oh, right. Yeah, let's scrub these. For Gawain. Do I even want to bother like grabbing all at once to the people I don't have? Not really. I don't really care. Yeah, I'll grab Prince of Lonlings. Well, anywho, I guess it's gonna do it. I'll probably try and I don't want to buy the Hearts of the Foreign God, but I will try and grind for them because I do want to grab the Parvati school outfit Spiritron dress. But for now, let's do it. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll catch you later. Peace. Okay. I did another single pull with the 3 Saint Quartz I had, and I got Rama. I got Gawain and Rama back to back. You missed the first bit of his speech because I had ended recording, but then when I saw I got him, I scrambled to start recording again. So I've had absurd luck on Astolfo's banner. 3 10 pulls and 6 single pulls, or 7, whichever. And I've gotten 4 new servants and a bunch of craft essences. Well, mainly the event craft essences, but still, I don't know what's happening. Yeah, no, I'm gonna end recording again, but I thought I would just show what the hell happened, because I'm up to 5 new servants. Also, it's funny how Roland is literally on rate up on the Astolfo banner, but I only got him once and then 2 other 4-star sabers. Like, huh. You know, if I don't end up getting Astolfo from it, I can't really complain, can I? Like, sure, these 2 are whatever, but like, having gotten these 3, I'm like, I really can't complain. Like, I really can't. I'm up to my fucking gills and sabers, but like, hang on, let me just sabers event bonus off. Let me hide these, because it's definitely not showing all my sabers. Wait, what? Oh wait, then it's gonna hide everything. Okay. Maybe it is showing all my sabers. Never mind. For some reason, I thought I had way more. I mean, this is still a lot of sabers. Don't get me wrong. This is still a hell of a lot of sabers. But I thought I had I thought the rest of this row would have been like filled out. That's what? 8 per row. 16, 24. I have 26 sabers. So I mean, I feel like that's a lot. I'm sure there are probably people who have like 40 sabers, but I'm just saying for me, 26 is quite a few. For some reason, I thought I had like a couple more like 3 stars. I don't know why, but anywho, yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead and end recording again. I just that took me off guard because I literally ended stream with just like, yeah, sure, fuck it, or not stream, recording. I was like, yeah, sure, fuck it, Hail Mary, single pull. I literally thought I wouldn't get anything. Then Rama was like,
Howdy. How you doing? It's me, Rama. This is how he talks. Yeah.
sorry, it is 11:15 at night, so I'm kind of getting kooky, so to speak. Anyway, like I said before, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one, I guess. Peace.